Okie dokie. Let's finish this, shall we? This is the Not Yet Titled Monday stream, back on the day it should be. That's right, Monday, not a Tuesday. Yeah, I know, I am live. And still in the middle of Transistor. Where we last left it, we've met up with Royce Brackett, the last member of the Cameretta. And we're working on learning about the history of the process. So that's where we are so far. Just going to yep, Mr. Nobody. Just give me 1 second, pal. I'm just gonna make sure it's a little bit louder, so we've got, you know, the ability to hear what's going on in the game. So yeah, very close to the end of the game from what I remember now, or at least quite close to the end of the game.
All of Cloudbank's gonna wind up like this. Where are we supposed to? Oh.
Yeah, this is where it's a little odd.
Trying times. Very trying times these days.
Oh, you don't say.
Graham and the others, they've gone ahead without me now, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Just you and me now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You and me. And the Transistor.
Yes.
Yeah. I got nothing. We had a saying, which goes...
We're in a little bit of corrupted
when everything
space.
Changes, nothing changes. You see? When everything changes, nothing changes. But all this isn't what we had in mind.
Telling me. Seem to be in a recreation of the film Labyrinth.
To something better. To Fairview.
We. Okay, right, now we have to
Make it back this time.
deal with the men and their haircuts. Supposed to be purging them and then breaching them.
Other one showing his face.
The shared status is shooty. Lucky man.
Glad that wasn't me.
Uh-huh. Oh, so close to use a level 11. Right, Royce, what have you got to say now?
The process, it's just doing a job. Doing its job. Though I much preferred it when the process did mine. But our old friend Grant, I let him borrow it. And anyway, here we are. Go for it.
Very soft-spoken voice, considering.
We knew we'd have our detractors. What we were doing was wrong. In the traditional sense. The contemporary sense. More.
Hi, man.
That's a new one.
What's the new one? That's a concern.
Ready for more.
Oh, his haircut is healing. Okay. Oh.
They're exposed.
Could it be? Oh, could be the sturdy man. The sturdy man. It's a weird thing I'm saying that. You know what? That's not. Ow! Emergency turn. They hurt. Okay. Run. time to start getting my health back up again. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, right. Let's do this. We can do this. Hooray! So we've got the crash. And then we backstab. So now we're down to 1, which is the red one. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Aha! There we go. It's an overkill, but does what needs to be done.
That was rough.
Yeah, it was. However, we've hit user level 11.
Getting warmer.
So we can now learn tap. Which is good. And we will take another passive slot. And we can choose a limiter. Not that we're going to use it.
Gotta keep going.
We do. Before we go anywhere, one moment. Where shall we... Oh, we actually don't have the space for tap. What is help doing on this as the upgrade slot? It's a chance to prevent cells from spawning. No, you know what, I'm going to remove that, and I'm actually going to put tap in. Breach will siphon some life points from the target. That'd be nice. Or we could just increase our life. So that's that. Nothing over here. It's just Royce.
Let's fly. Everyone always said you could be anything you want in this town.
Yeah. And yet,
This is it for me. I could get used to this.
or being a giant sword. Or being the voice of a giant sword, even. Wrong Xbox pad there. Alright.
There's these traces inside the transistor. Everyday people once upon a time, but now, well, not quite themselves. And they're trapped. No walls in there, mind you. It's just, they're on their own. Listen close enough and maybe you can hear them. Some of them, I mean. The ones you know. Just a bit farther.
Yes. Let's move on to the next area. Hello, okay. We're full of men again. Hold on.
These ones are
Ah. That hurt. That hurt quite a lot. Get rid of the sturdy one. Maybe. Nope. Because he's sturdy, so he's healing. We'll try that though.
okay.
So now we're just left with this man, the shooty man. Slightly painful, but we'll get ourselves back into turn. Whoops. Do that. Take that cell.
That should do it.
And you know what, that worked out.
If Royce can hold him off, so can you.
Yes. We
Next.
move.
That a terminal?
It is.
Whatever Royce sees in this place, I don't.
Yeah.
Whenever people make a change, whether to the sea or the sky or anywhere in between, the process does the real work.
see.
Invisible, behind the scenes.
Well, it's not looking
Well, I
behind the
say
scenes at the
whoever
moment.
does the real work ought to get the credit. So I found a way to put the process center stage, a way to keep the process working in concert, in harmony.
Enough with the history. Don't like it here. Bet this leads somewhere other than here.
Yes.
The transistor. I have no idea what's inside it, really. Who or what.
Uh-huh.
I've my theories, but well, that's really all they are. It's just theories. I've seen inside. Had myself a little look. But I didn't see much. Didn't see much at all. It was like staring at the sky.
Really? As you do.
Come on out.
Hello, men. So close.
Nice shot.
Problem is, he's purging and... Right, let's try this again.
There's the other one.
Uh-huh. I see the other man. So close.
Been through worse.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Clear. Which way?
Which way indeed? Do we go left or right?
I knew Grant half my life. Principled, persuasive man. Very persuasive. I'll miss him. He appreciated my work, supported my endeavors. Camaraderie was his idea. I was all for it. All for it at first. But then, well, I'd say the rest is history, but that's not quite the case.
We'll go left.
Huh.
Ah, the terminal. Setting message confidential.
Where I found it, where I found it, why? I found it on a lark. Right around here, geographically speaking. Although geography was only one small factor, there was also the math. Awful lot of math involved. Wasn't entirely myself when I found it, you might say.
Hey, look.
I think I didn't find it.
What do we got?
More like the otherwise around. You understand? Maybe
Kind
Two
of.
about as targets.
me.
And me.
Funny things about the transistor. Let's see. You can get in, but you can't get out. How about that? You can get in, but it's a one-way street, one-way road.
Very, very excited to talk about the
Center
transistor.
country. You don't just go for a visit, you go for good.
Like I say, we're past the point of back doors at the moment, so...
This is something.
Here comes
There
the
you
fight.
are.
Okay, we can get to... the sturdy man.
All 4 of you.
4.
You're on.
That wasn't what I wanted to know. Actually, just gonna see if we can get him back in. Here we go. Right. That's not worked either. Right, okay, we'll aim for this man.
Three still up.
Ow. Stealthy man. Don't know why I used Spark. That was a mistake. Oh, get to stealthy now. Stop using Spark. There we go, better. Right. Oh. Damn, we lost breach. That hurt. So we got stealthy man now. That's actually really not great at all. We lost breach.
Good hit.
Which means we also lost the purge part as well. So that's quite annoying. We don't really need to do turn for this though, he seems to be easy enough to take on, but we will do it to finish, because why not?
There.
Okay, so we've hit the bracket residence now.
Okay, you're almost here. Almost here.
We need something different just to keep us going for a little bit. I guess we'll have to use Cull. Until we get Breach back. Which means we can put Cull with Purge.
You ready? Funny, I'm beginning to get a little nervous. So come on now.
Must be the place.
Another.
Royce, if you can hear me.
I was about to say, see if we could find another access point then.
Welcome. Well, come in. Come on. Inside my studio. I'm quite unarmed, as you can see.
Yes.
And it's safe in here, relatively. Safe.
Yeah, at least for now.
Hmm.
Here's the thing. Now, if the transistor doesn't go back in its cradle, then why, you and I both, but we just won't be anything anymore in a little while. You, me, and the rest of this town. So, please, don't let my work go to waste. I'm being reasonable.
Sure.
Now, full disclosure here, which is, I am positively certain 100% that this will work, which is transistor plus cradle equals no more process.
This is it then.
Okay.
You know what you have to do. I love you.
Into the
You know that,
cradle.
right? It's time. Bye for now. But I will see you again.
Uh-huh. Was
I
that
know you can hear me.
this might be a
won't let you
short
go.
first part of the stream, but
Stay with me.
yeah.
Stay with me.
Let's see. The good news. Well, the process, I think we got it. Contained it. So, the town is going to be all right.
Oh, that's good.
It's just, well, someone's going to have to rebuild. But we flew a little close to the flame there, so now we're here, not there. We're stuck. And unfortunately, the only way back that I'm aware of is, well, unpleasant. So, let's get this over with.
Okay, right. So at least now we've actually been given the entirety of the functions. Because we look like we're now going to... Well, I'll say we look like we're going to have to. We have to fight Royce now. Let's see. Let's start with putting in our skills that we want to use. So I say that and that. Jaunt is definitely... is pretty much almost required. It's the question, do I want Sparking or do I want something else? Not really sure Spark is sort of a thing that we want at this point. Maybe we could look at something like Flood. Or, well, I'm going to put Purge in Breach. We're going to want Tab as a passive, that's pretty confirmed. What else did we want as a passive? I think Bounce is important as a passive. And what else was there? Was there Get, I think? No. Get was not a passive that we wanted. There was 3 passives that I had. I'm trying to remember what the third passive was. Ah, yes, that was it. Flood. Can go in there. So now we've got, what have we got? An 18 or 24, so we could probably do... Let's go for Cull in there. What else? Oh, so we've got 2 more points that we can put in. Ping. Crash. Wait, what have I not? I've not got a thing in, have I? We'll do Mask. Nah, so we'll give that a go.
Who gets to go first? How about me?
Yes, he does that.
Come on.
There's a little bit of a fight. Oh, that's not fun. Let's go with that, shall we? Uh-oh.
And go.
Okay, let's... There you go.
Didn't care for that.
Oh, balls.
Transistor. Only one of these is good for the return trip. Let's see if it'll be yours or mine.
Trying it. Oh, he... Ha ha ha. Unlucky. Have... that. And then we dodge away from him. Oh, he's got a shot. Got a shot. Ow, ow. Luckily, we can kind of. Oh. Eat that.
Okay, that hurt. Again. This really isn't going as well as I would have liked.
Oh dear. It's gonna be painful. That hurt. Eat that, Royce. Oh no. Oh, we lost Breach. That's not fun.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
That being said, have all those crashes.
Remarkable. How are you doing this, Red? Reading my mind?
No? Have all those backstabs. Hey, stay away. Have all them. Oh no, that's painful. Ha ha ha. Have that. Sorry, Royce.
Impossible. No, it can't. It can't be. God, please don't be. God, please don't.
Well, Royce, it looks like you're in the transistor now.
We got away. Red, we got away. Now you're here. And me. And that's it.
Look. Whoop.
Look at this. This whole town.
We now get to do this for a little
I
bit.
guess it's yours now. A blank canvas. And you still have the brush. Better you than the camerata.
Whoop. And then we just one little more.
So where do you want to start?
Well,
Head back to your place in High Rise. Fit some gold walk. Junction jams. All the drinking joints in the canals. What are you thinking? Hey, oh, look. That's not me. Not anymore. I'm
well,
still with you. But I'm not getting out of here. Red? Hey. What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Red. Don't you do it. Don't you dare. Don't do this. Please. If you do this. Red, please don't. Wait. Red!
Bittersweet is a word that sometimes happens.
Seconds march into the past. Moments pass.
Like I say, if it wasn't for the fact that I had to go last week, this extra half hour I would have just done at the end of last week's stream. But I wasn't sure how close I was, and well, it needed doing. It needed to stop and just be finished here. But what that definitely means is that I will be pausing the stream after the credits roll for this, I'd say. Oh look, it's red with Mr. Nobody. All together, I suppose. I do just love the fact that he's always not in shot. But yeah, now we after the break, or after a break, we'll be going into uncharted territory a little bit to play Pyre. As I only played a small amount of it, and I don't remember a lot of it, so we'll call this a new experience. I mean, I guess it's nice they're technically back together, but oh, and of course the ending music, because it's a Supergiant game, and of course.
Hi.
Hey.
She got her voice back. Well, I guess she more rejoined her voice. Oh, achievement unlocked. Bye. So yeah, I was with Bastion. I was pretty early to just. Whoa! No, Ryan! Not all the sound. You. Game. Why would you do this to me? There we go. I only meant to turn the sound down a little, and it turned the whole thing over. There we go. Oh dear. Okay, it's broken. Let me see if I can bring the resolution back to normal. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was very early to Bastion when it came out. I was a little later to Transistor, but I definitely enjoyed it the first time I played it as well. It's like, I guess there's sort of this whole idea with the Supergiant games as well. They don't stick with like a single genre. The narrative sort of aspects of their games are sort of consistent. I say consistent. They grow as they go through. But yeah, changing the genre of every type of game in order to tell their stories is very interesting, and I enjoy that. Like I say, I was just late to Transistor just at the time. Oh, hello. Yeah, thanks. Ah, yes. So begin recursion. Recursion is basically just looping it around, starting a new game. Exit to shell, we can just finish. So, because basically recursion is a new game plus you maintain you maintain your user level, and then you can just replay from there. But we'll thank you for using the Transistor. The recursion option will be available on your return. Sign off for now? Yes, we will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short break to load up Pyre and to make sure it's all ready for streaming purposes. So So yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can, and we'll go ahead and do that. We'll continue the stories, or the story of the Supergiant games from there. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, let's see if this is working. So I can turn the sounds of it all up a little bit because it seems that it's fine.
Evening, is it not? A pleasant evening, no?
There we go, that works. So yeah, it's time to play campaign mode. Okay, cool. Join your fellow exiles in the quest for freedom. There is no game over in the campaign. Your choices and outcomes are part of the story. Cool. Well, let's make a new profile and a new campaign. Difficulty. We will stick with standard. Yeah, we'll stick with standard because we're doing this for a story purpose. But yeah, no more breaks now. We'll just go straight through. Hiya. Straight into it, shall I? Oh, I pushed the button to move that. Okay. Look. Caravan, that's cool. Ah yes, we've now entered visual novel territory as well, so there's probably going to be a bit of reading going on. And as such, that means I should move my face over here for a little bit. There we go. And this is what I like immediately. Other visual novels and games have done this as well, but I like this, and this should be for people who like lore a thing. So your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. And yes, look, the downside is a vast purgatory in which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. There you go. Oh. Masked woman. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth, which is a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups. Founded on the principles of mercy and kinship whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. Masked. So we had a masked woman, and now we've got a masked something. I see. Right on schedule. What did I tell you? You told us we'd find someone alive. Someday? I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are male. Because I like this as well. What is our character? They male? They female? You can change that. It seems they still are. Then stand aside. I shall send them to a better place. A better place? Name a single better place than this. Hang on, the markings on their rags. I think they're one of them. But look at them. They are beyond our help and we are beyond theirs. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns toward you and begins unfastening his mask. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did, none of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched, and he gives you a drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. And Hedwin is one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. Now, come on. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded the Commonwealth criminals through Alabaster streets. Okay, well I guess we will step inside. Well, isn't this a nice looking place? The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me what was that? Jodariel? We'll go with that. We'll go with Jodariel. She's the most imposing of the three masked wanderers, okay. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Jodariel soon assists him. Ow! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. He is the smallest yet loudest of the three masked wanderers who brought you back. Oh dear me. I love it. I love it already. Good old Rookie, and look at that moustache. Moustache. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can they do it? Hope so. I haven't asked them yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey chum, nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. Do you know how to read or what? He's asking if you are a reader. One who can derive meaning from text. Yeah, basically the Commonwealth didn't like people who could read. In fact, that was a crime. You know what? I will admit it. Over time you managed to learn something of the old ways in spite of Commonwealth decree. You confirmed their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days! Because it just so happens my associate and I, we've got ourselves some nice material for here for someone like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We asked for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Well, let's have a look. Let's take a look. Inside a book. One of several such heavy, ominous volumes. And by the way, pad. Oh, it stopped. Oh no. It's vibrating again. Anyway. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes bound in materials you do not recognize. Oh. Ah, it's the foreword. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. Okay. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it, and have the capacity to glean its words, is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8, as they align as shown. Arrive at the triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oh, I could have just read the box. God damn it. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention. Well, friend? What does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. Okay.
Reader!
Oh.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge?
No,
So soon after your sentence into exile.
that's not true.
'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again.
Cool.
Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation.
Thank you,
You
ominous
witness
voice.
The rights. The one way to return to glory. Though in your
Yes.
case, I hardly think it possible.
It's dodgeball.
Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Yes. It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but what now? And where'd the reader go? Ah, they should still be out there. They should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in them. They could abandon us. They won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Hedwyn then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. First, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties to do as Hedwyn asked.
celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
Okay, so we've got a ball.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, or they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one.
Basically netball. Only you, well, I guess more the other sort of opposite netball. Sprint. Right, sprinted until stamina's depleted up. Okay, there we go.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes, the exile rookie has the way of it.
Yeah.
Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own.
Got it.
Oh, but it is not so simple.
Of course, did you think it was simple as putting a ball into a flame?
Rights, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Got it.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone.
Whoops. Did not mean to do that. There we go. That's how you do it.
Correctly done.
After being incorrect.
Again, just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame.
So you're basically vulnerable while you have the orb.
Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength.
But you can
Thus
jump
sails
over the
orb
aura.
into the waiting flame.
Hey Rookie, you're back.
Now snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
Like it. Way.
Onward thus to greater glory.
Now, the way this works as well is... Whoops. Is sort of the bigger the unit, the more points. Oops, Daisy.
Twas almost cruel.
So I guess the idea that we want to sort of move that and then pass. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Peace. See ya. Jump into the pyre.
The orb.
So yeah. So the bigger the unit as well, the more
Unfortunate for the Beyonders.
da, da, da. Oh,
But
balls.
Yaldarian. All of
Oh.
the Nightwings banished.
Whoops.
Glorious.
Try again. There we go.
It's complete.
So yeah, there's a sort of a risk reward on this. You could use the speedy spells, but it's going to take more to eliminate
Or do you? This
the
was but a
flame.
glimpse glimpse of that which lies ahead.
Well,
I would tell you to turn back.
where would we go?
Cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
You. So during the rites, with only one exile on each side is permitted to move at any given time. The three must act as one. So there's like a little bit of technical stuff that you would want in terms of switching people's positioning, maybe putting them on the pyre, stuff like that. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Okay. Jadariel leads you outside, where a clear night sky awaits. Now, show us before the Howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? And the rites an ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. Okay, I'll seek out our destination. Interact to determine the location of the next rite. Oh. So we're going 200 leagues east due east, the Ridge of Gaul. According to the stars, the next rite shall... Okay, sure. Great, and we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Jadariel turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us, for we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rites are the key. It's a lot to take in. Your fellow is yep, okay, let's get in the wagon. We move past Tutorial Town and into somewhere else. I love this. Downside Prairie. And we take a break here for a second. You arrive in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There was a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. God, I'm telling you, we ought to take the Northern Pass. Got an associate hold up in Hollowroot. I've got to pay a visit to besides, and Hollowroot, the Northern Route of Ridgegall, goes for a small exile encampment. Fie on your associate. We best we head to Bloomingpool and avoid attention. Okay. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Headwind listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? They mark the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing them along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary, then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. So you may choose a route towards your goal at certain junctions. Okay, so our options. Obviously. Okay. So, Rookie knows someone here who owes him. And then Bloomingpool, we got Jadariel thinks she can find rare flora here. You know, I'd like to go with Rookie's idea. Someone owes him, it's someone else we could probably have on our journey. And it's also not a bog. But anyway, here we are. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Rookie stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Hey chum, just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off when we head further north. You receive a plain parcel. You cannot tell what is inside. Okay, so we've got something that we can sell. Okay. I mean, sure. Why not? Get some fresh air in here. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gaul. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. So, page revealed the first exile. Oh. So, we can start the rite any time, but obviously there's a speech bubble to check. And look what we got here. Greentail family portrait. Reasonable likeness of a younger rookie with his mother and uncle. Okay. And then Jodie's throw rug. Jodie is nearby. Hedwin stays scouting the area. Got the book of rights and we've revealed a page. Ah yes, the first exile, which I'm now going to use the inspect function. You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Zar, the first exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life, such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Solium Mur a man transformed, in body, mind and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honour now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. Okay, interesting. Cool. Right, anyway, Rookie. Hey chum, appreciate you taking us up through Hollow Route back there. Yeah, about that. You sent that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Which is a crude trading post, okay. Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. As much as I love the idea of preparing rare fungus there, Jodie, we said we wouldn't go around second guessing our good chum's decisions, right? Jadariel says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them go about rummaging through the raiment and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, what are you? You're a drive imp, sure. In the common room you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment in the rights. Ah, yes. So, yeah, the further they get enlightened, the stronger they get. Well, we don't know much about them, but you learn about them as we go through. So, the veteran. A rookie. Of course, you're a trafficker. Of course you are. But then, you sort of learn about their crimes and their pasts, because that'll determine how you do things going forward. You observe the ladder. Dragon Sentry runs out. He's driving him stare down at you with big wet eyes. So many imps. Whoops. I mean, yeah, I guess we could clear the cobwebs out of here. Come on, guys, clean it up. Why would you? I mean, look at this. Oh. You observe the man slumped in the centre corner of the wagon bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask about him now. Why is he... Yeah, there's just a guy there. As you do. Okay, right, I guess we go prepare the rites then. Not much more to do. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still clean and calm. Soon, they grow restless. Keep telling you, there's nothing there. What a bunch of idiots we were. If we travelled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Oh. It looked like it worked.
Reader, the stars align at last.
Yes.
You reach the Ridge of Gaul at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready.
They certainly
Your
are.
adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers.
Interesting.
Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom.
Got it.
Now let the rites
Okay, they
commence.
look quite a little agile. So, The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiment. Your adversaries in the right. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Night Wings grace us with their presence. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lendl again? Lendl is the apparent leader. Okay, yeah, sure. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Never had I come so close to freedom only for you to dash my hopes. Now, I and the accusers shall repay that affront. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. Right, give us the ball. There's the orb. What do we want? Oh.
The knight's first banishment.
Let's not, shall we? Go that way, and let's... There we go. Alright, peace.
Have the accusers underestimated you?
Easy 15 points. Sure, we don't have Rookie, but...
Extinguish now their pyre.
Peace.
Verily.
Give us another 20 points there. No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil and rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
Okay. We have rattled them. They mean to draw us out. Then we'll just have to run more circles around them.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
No. Oh, damn. Caught it. Oh. No.
Alas for Lendl. Not quite.
Oh, damn.
Quench now their pyre. Shall we?
Caught it again. Oh. No, stay away.
Such fervor. A daring display.
And so,
Flinging
we can
the
fling
orb
it.
into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks.
See, there we go.
Poor Hedwyn.
Oh, balls, we've all been banished. That's not good. Oh. Good, Headwind's back. No, you don't. If I just taunted there. Oh. That's not.
For that one.
How dare. Oh. Oh.
Water to dry.
Peace. Let me just fling that in. Why not? We can do it. 35 points left. Easy enough. Let's go.
Well cast.
Whee! Whee!
A blow against the adversary's eye.
15 points left. Means we can either just get
Victory is at hand.
we can get Rookie in or we can throw it. Bump. Yeah. Jump.
And it is done. You have prevailed.
Yeah.
Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
Hey, I'll have you know that was a good victory. It wasn't just a single fleeting one. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Sorted.
Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
And there you go. So you have to be enlightened in order to move on. But that's going to come at cost later, I reckon. We've withstood worse nights than this. Though, few are strange. Okay, so let's choose a mastery for Jodariel. What have we got here? Okay, after using a rush to lunge forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. Or, it says boons of the sins of the fallen emperor, or boons of the first exile. After banishing an average Jodariel, okay. Well, we will go with long stride.
Scribe bestows his favor.
There we go. After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon in the still night sky, you can see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. As we enter back in our wagon, there we go. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real. And we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. So, yeah, it's a thing. Here, sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Headwind turns to you. Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still out. See, the proper visual novel state here. You and Headwind walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Okay. Headwind wishes to know if anything is troubling you. Just straight off, ask why he was exiled. You ask Headwind what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense as he speaks truly as he beckons towards the fading dark above. Okay. Yes, alright, Martin. He's not told me anything yet. I assume he will later, but we find our next star, Jomur, the Dusk Star. Oh, interesting looking place, like an ice scorpion. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. He turns to the others. How's it going, rookie? Imp's fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Let's get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomur. At dawn, we're off. Sweet. So, we can continue the journey, but again, there's some speaking to be done. And given that it's just Ruki sat there, we will speak to Ruki, I suppose. You find Ruki rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey chum, know what? It's good having somebody else around beside those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say... What I mean is... He hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is... You sense something serious is troubling him and his gold tooth. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Ruski wishes to know if you think his moustache suits him. I'd say it looks perfectly fine. He's very handsome, and if anything, it gives him a distinguished sort of look. You suggest that Ruki's moustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, got to check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounds off, out of the wagon. Hey, Ruki gained +1 hope for the next rite. And this attribute affects duration of banishment. Sweet, so it means if we screw up, he'll be banished for less time. Perfect. Well, I guess with that, let's continue our journey. To Joma Valley! Ruski knows this mountain pass through to an arid region further north. And jump! Over the hills and far away, the black wagon comes to play. Here we are. Joma Valley. The climate here in Joma Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? Can we go home? She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwig. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jadariel approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we will get you home, or any one of us. But, at present, we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jodariel leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You're so kind. You are most kind to someone you just met, like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you all. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this and leans in close to Hedwig. Hey, so, what gives? First the reader, and now we're taking her along? What, are we going to take in every mite bit and drive in we find now too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Who, Sandalwood? The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedwig, Jadariel, and Ruki. I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Now, as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So, can I come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty, and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just back home, they called me lots of names, like for the colour of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got grey hair. That's it. My name, it rhymes with grey. My name... well, it's just... They called me lots of names. You sense the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. You think that you can help the stowaway girl make peace with her name. You sense her name is May, Kay, Faye, Day, Zay, Shay, Ray, Lay, Che, Nay, Tay, Zay, Gay, Bay. I think we'll go back to the first set of names. I would like to say her name is Shay. No, Ray. You suggest that the stowaway's girl's name is Ray. Why, that's it. My name is Ray. My name is Ray. Where I am from, they called me Ray the Wretched. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because, well, I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Ray along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere where she can rest. Ray joined the group. She is tired, but excited. There we go, got a new party member. as we go around to this nice looking little area here. The Black Wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jomo Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night to give Ray and all of you a little time to rest. Or, as we know, the ability to do some more conversations. Okay, so we've got the book and Ray, so I guess we speak to her. Ray seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi Reader. You were the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day. But I am older by 3 weeks, so I am giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. Well, it's nice to see that the wagon's got a personality. My little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times and I don't like it very much, but he is family. I'm happy to be here with my family. What, the wagon's pulling her hair? What? I thought I'd lost them all again. I thought I'd lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? And I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Bye, Reader. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Sure. Right, what are our options? Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jajarial motions for you to join them. Best get to your new life here, Reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know, prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. At certain junctures you may choose from several vocations. Okay. So what are our options here? So we can forage for resources. Okay, hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Or mentor a companion. Teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual ranks in the rites more quickly. Okay. You know what? I'd like to mentor a companion. Now. So having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. Okay. So, I mean, we've already got Jadariel Enlightenment 2. I could really probably want one of these guys up there as well. So I'm going to mentor Hedwyn. Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You illustrate to Hedwyn some of the intricacies of the rites, focus on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Private lesson, put him at enlightenment too. I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. And there we go. So, now, our masteries for Hedwyn. So, martial training, Hedwyn gains 50% more stamina, letting him jump and sprint more often. Or you can regenerate. Hedwyn and his allies regenerate stamina twice as quickly as usual. I think we will go with shared tenacity. Thank you for the lesson, my friend. It's given me a lot to think about. There we go. Sort of gives him a little bit of a buff for the next rite, basically. So the path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Ray seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. So okay, so we got Glue Hive. Ray believes those who travel this path shall be as strong as Gol of the 8 Scribes, and there's Fall Flat. Ray who believes those who travel this path shall be as swift as Joma of the 8 Scribes. I think I like speed, so we'll go with that one. So yeah, I assume this is going to provide us a quickness bonus for the next rite. Ray is behaving stranger than usual as you traverse the dry flats of Fall Flat. This was the path that Joma Many-Mane ran across so many times. Can you not feel his presence, him and all his friends, here in the sand and in the air and all about? At first you pay it little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. Yeah, there we go. +1 quickness for the next ride. Let us move on. We have arrived at the giant scorpion bowling ball. En route to the spring of Jomer, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Rookie insists you take a look after you settle in. Ah yeah, so you know that, so before we do that, we've got the page of the last Emperor here. Might as well learn a little bit. Okay, so the last Emperor. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. And the Emperor Solium paid all this little heed. He only tended to personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm sort of happy with the Emperor, to be honest, even if he was doing stuff. I've got the ability to speak to Hedwyn. Hedwyn motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You asked what I did to get thrown in here. Figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the Blood Border for several years. An outrider. No real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harps swooped in, it was up to me to raise the alarm. So the Blood Border's... okay. It's just an area of the Commonwealth. The harps. Bad guys. Okay, the hiring remnants. One day the harps came without warning. No alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard. Because I wasn't there. I was with one of them. She... look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwyn the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want to fight. I abandoned my post. My friends, they paid dearly for it. I ended up down here. Hedwyn looks at you as his smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell, but I know that you've been wondering, and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met, that you'd go free as well if any of us go free. That promise might not carry that much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. There's not much good here in the downside, but at least the past is behind us. So, we now... yeah, there we go. So, we have the ability to... ooh, I was about to say, can we check people's things in here? Ah, maybe it's in the BIOS. Are the right somewhere? Oh, yeah, right here. Common room. So yeah, so now we know that it was desertion, but his motive was insurrection. Interesting. Years exiled, 5. So you see, this is the sort of things that we look at, because from what I know of this, there are various endings to Pyre depending on who goes free. And as friendly as Hedwyn is there going to be a Commonwealth left if he goes up there? Anyway, let's sell something to the slug market. Hey guys, how's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that. Hey Ron, it's going. Say, how come you set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh, well, let's just say you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... as Ron keeps blabbering, Rookie signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, chum. Got an informant that says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn on some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon, Ron. So anyways, you guys got something for me, or what? That plain parcel you got there, I can take it off your paws if you want. Yeah, well, okay, so we can drag this here. And we've got 40 coins. Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail, though you'd rather a pretty hard bargain. Now, are you going to take something off my hands here, or what? So let's have a look. Yeah, So once as the moon crest. After being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately with 30% chance. Okay. Go on then. That's a one-of-a-kind finger you got there, you know? It's a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. Okay, so now we can switch this. Apparently any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it out. Right. So, guess we probably want... We'll put it on Rookie for now. Anyways, Dad over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet, getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, and so you see, Rookie indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. Yeah, we want that other stuff at some point, just not now. See you, Mr. Greentail. And your friend there too. I like them, seems real nice, you know? Okay, so now we can commence the rite. As you complete preparations for the as you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Ray approaching. You notice too that she's wearing your companion's raiments. We can go home? Ray, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jodariel. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time. Unbelievable. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up. Whee! It's right time. Let's go.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir?
You're right.
Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3.
Yeah.
The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch.
Right.
Prepare now to confront the fate.
Fate.
They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
Yes. The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries in the rites approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur, who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Nightwings, and I am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Ulmer. We need not greet them, father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith in show of appreciation that the Nightwings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he offers you or hands you a small talisman. You've received the Tailwind crest. Ah, more quickness. I'll thank him and begin. Okay. That cur was very kind, and his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite, but we've got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be their call. If someone has to stand aside this time, I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? Okay, so let's have a look at the team
Who
there.
shall stand together here this night?
So, I feel like sort of quickness looks to be the way to go for this. So I'm going to make a team of quick people. So, we've got Headwind. I guess we'll give him quickness and put him on 15. Yeah, so we choose.
Rookie.
Yep, we got Roki. Don't have to tell me twice, chum. Then we will, yeah, let's say, choose Ray. And then we will choose Headwind. Yeah, so Glory, if we've got this right, yeah, Glory is their damage that they deal to the Pyre. Okay, Nightwings, I trust you are all well prepared for these old eyes yet to see that the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son? I hope so, Father. Here, now, let me show you. Okay.
Commence.
Excuse me. Oh, that was... Wow,
Path
right?
to glory eludes us all at times.
Yeah, yeah.
Now then. Their
just
Pyre
Get that in there, straight off. Get ourselves back up to parity. Look forth, my son. The waters of Joma many main brings us blessings into this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, Father. Please, keep fighting. Collect moon drops. Alright. And we will.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
Peace out. Oh, just get that in.
Ray did it.
Good, Ray. Okay.
The Nightwing's edge closer to victory.
Peace. Oh, infinite stamina. Alright.
A second wind.
Whee!
Yes.
Okay, we're halfway there. No.
Engulfed within the aura. Banished one and all. Fear
Easy.
not the purified flame.
Whoa. Oh no, he threw it in.
Aim was true, and thus your pyre wanes.
Damn, that was bad. Alright.
Oh, poor old Dalbert.
Peace out.
With grace,
15 more to go. We can do this.
the rite is nearly ended. Now go.
I'll see you later.
And it is done.
Infinite stamina kind of helped.
Nightwings prevail. 'Twas a glorious performance, I must say.
Oh, thanks.
Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
Maybe I will, though. I guess we won? I think we did. I think we did. Too bad about the fate. They seemed a decent bunch. Exiles of the Nightwings, the dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom. But Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed, and I failed you. Nonsense. We are the fate. We do what is ordained, and nothing less. Let us go now, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Yeah.
A flash of inspiration for next time.
Hey. See that, chums? Old Rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet. Okay, so what have we got for Rookie? Rookie can jump a second time when airborne, or Rookie deals an additional 5 damage when plunging into the adversary's pyre.
A blessing
We will
from
do
the
that.
Alpha Chief himself.
So yeah, from what that looked like as well. If you don't...
Till the stars align.
Hello, excuse me. I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed. What is the matter with you? It's against the rights for us to even speak like this. I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this is very new to me, and so I thought, maybe? You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot. And you? How about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I have to go. Wait, Alma. Wait, I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Wait. So, it looked like Jadariel had gained experience, or like a sort of bonus experience. So I guess the idea is not to just use the same team constantly all the time. Oh, where did he disappear to? As you return to the wagon after overcoming the fate, you notice Jadariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel. He's gone. You see, it is true. There is no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others in search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Okay, let's have a look. So we've done that one. So that would mean... Love all these other little stars. Right. Haub, the Midnight Star. Oh god. Punk rock skeleton there. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Haub, then. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time, however the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Oh dear, that's awkward. Hey, hi! Oh, hello. Race status, training with Ruki. Yeah, so... Yeah, exiles gain enlightenment twice as quickly while they have inspiration. Okay. Fair enough. Sure. Okay. Right, Jadariel. Having bested the fate in a decisive victory last night, you find Jadariel off on her own. You sense she wants to talk about your decision to exclude her from conducting the rite. Reader, you should know that I did not expect to be relegated to being a bystander in all this. I respect your decision to exclude me in this case, though, at the time I did not think the others would prevail without me. A lesson learned, even at my age. Now, if you would excuse me, we shall be departing soon. She departs to check on things outside. You sense she has no misgivings about what transpired and is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. Okay. Did we learn anything more about her at that point? I don't think we did we? No, not really. Okay. So we'll continue the journey. Move on a little bit. There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, though Jadariel tracks potential signs of movement east the same way you were headed. You consider where to search for him. Okay, so we either go back through Glue Hive or fall flat. And Hedwyn thinks that the missing minstrel could have taken the route opposite to the one you took, and Jadariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. I think you'd probably go the other way. As you travel through the desolate sprawl of Glue Hive, Hedwyn seems more ill at ease than usual. There is no sign of the missing minstrel. Sorry about this, Jodie. I had a hunch you must have come this way. Would that our hunches could be more dependable. But do not fear. We shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refused to say much more for now. Interesting. Very tired. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Okay. Absolutely nothing in the Black Wagon, so prepare for the night. They're coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes, I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then what are we going to do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Ray. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiments and the books. Indeed, one of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rites. Hedwyn turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you. I will do it, reader. Please, you have to let me. And the scribes, they will protect me, I know they will. Jodariel exchanges looks with Hedwyn. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. Okay, Ray intends to help fend off the Howlers. Okay. This is different. That howling sound. It means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. Fend off the Howlers. There seem to be like little imps. I don't need aim assist, but fine. I start to seem to get an idea. Yeah, an idea of where some of the stuff from Hades ended up. Oops. Well, I cast. There we go. Oh, fine. Come on. Would help if I knew how to do that. More, I think. There's many more. Oh, here they come, here they come. Release X when flashing to poke them. Hey. Ah. Let's just try and just, you know. Well, we fended them off. Is it over now at last? It is, I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts. Just then, Ray spots something creeping towards her. Who? What? Yeah! Uh-oh. The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Ray. You find her in one piece, along with an unfamiliar little face. Squee? Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Squee-hoo. You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive Imp standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. Squeak-quee-quee-quee. The Drive Imp seems both excited and frustrated by him. You sense some pattern in the Drive Imp's screeches. Squeak, kiwi, kiwi, kee, kee, kee. Okay. The Drive Imp seems to have a history with your black wagon. You're beginning to understand him. Okay. The Drive Imp recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings, and he's pleased to meet you. Now you can understand this unusual Drive Imp. The Drive Imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you've learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive Imps stare at him with something like reverence. The Drive Imp joined you. He seems to know his way around. Ah, cool. Ah, hello, Imp. Drive Imp. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Kee 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 kee. Your new imp companion seems very pleased to be in the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone, and he believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he's happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Wow, we know a lot about a Drive Imp. I feel at that point we're just going to leave that there for this week. We've got some exiles. We've played some ancient dodgeball. And we got a new imp friend. I think that makes sense. And we completed Transistor as well, so yeah. Right, yeah, I'm going to take the stream down for tonight, and we will move on with another stream next time. Yeah, next scheduled stream at this point, Steph has got a Wednesday stream that he's looking at doing. Depending on who's around, it'll either be dual play or the extraction reaction. One of the two, as we discussed in the podcast yesterday. So, yeah. So, with that, have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Toodaloo.